So, welcome to another video. In today's video I want to talk about Dust2 and specifically about the T site on Dust2 and how a default round should look like in my opinion, and what the different parts of a default round on Dust2 are. Because something that really annoys me is that people think that a lot of people know how to play Dust2 T-side. Just because they have played Dust2 so much and stuff like that. But I mean, there are players that have like 3,000 games and they're still like Silver 2. So just playing something a lot doesn't make you better. Or doesn't need to make it better. For some it works, for some not. But today I want to talk about a default round on Dust2 T side, and I'm not talking about like going fast A, going B, stuff like that. Just how a default round should look like in my opinion, and what the different parts are in such a default round. So first of all, you may got your AWP sitting in mid. Then you have two players going tunnels. One is watching upper tunnels, maybe from here, maybe from here. Just play a defensive angle. And the other guy is coming downstairs here. And two guys are going towards long. One guy is just holding this angle. If you're scared of an AWP, I would not recommend just standing here. What you can do at the beginning of the round, you can come into this corner and try to get some information about the CT setup, so you know, okay, maybe you can hear two guys long or stuff like that. And then you can jump like this, or you can just jiggle here so you don't get shot or picked off by an AWP. And the other guy just comes here and then he throws one flash like this. So this flash will blind this guy right here, and anyone that is pushed up here on up, maybe sitting here, boosted with another guy. And after this flash, this guy comes here, clears this, jump up here, and then what he can do, he can nade stairs. And after you've done this, now this guy here smokes lower mid, flashes once, and after he flashed, this guy can safely cross and he can come up here. And now what they can do, they can flash again, so this guy maybe can flash like this, and then they can go up cat together. And then what the upper can do, while they're going up cat, the upper can come up here, and then he can flash cat for them, what I like to do a lot, because when I play the AWP, I set up my rifles and I let my rifles clear cat and this short area. And what I do then, I can try to peek A, or I can just hold here and see if someone is pushing from the CTs, trying to get some information about the mid situation. This is like the first part, I would say, and on the first part of this round, of this default round, you're just making sure that the CTs are not pushing anywhere, like on long, on B, or on cat, and you're making sure that they don't have more map control that they should have, which is this area. So you're making sure that CTs don't have access to this short area right here and the stairs area. So now the second part of the round begins, in at least from my philosophy on T side Dust2. Now what you can do is do mini executes or things that make the CTs think that you are running like a certain strategy. So the easiest thing to do is to throw mid to B smoke like this, or just like this, You can decide whatever you want. I think for a fake, this one is okay. So you throw the smoke, you flash out once, maybe you flash like this, and yeah, not like this, obviously. Flash like this, and then you clear out middle, like this position and this position. And then you're almost done. What you're doing now, you still have at least one guy on cat, one guy on long, one upper tunnels. You're trying to bait out rotations, and you're trying to get informations on how, sorry, how the cities are playing and what their setup in this round is. So you're just trying to bait out information, and maybe you can find a pick, because sometimes they will check if it's really mid, and then when you're sitting like here with an ARP, you can get an easy kill, or you can catch someone who is like blind in this or this corner. And yeah, as I said, in the second part, you're just trying to bait out informations, trying to bait rotations, and maybe you can catch someone like, okay, when they call like maybe it's Mitsubi, he's like pushing up here, trying to check short, you know, and maybe you can catch him off guard when you sit like here. And this is the like second part of the round, and the third part of the round is then just executing based off the informations that you have. So for example, when you spotted like 2 crossed B at the beginning of the round, and then you did the mid to B smoke, and you saw that someone crossed towards B, then you know, okay, there are 3 guys on B. So what you do now, you just go fast cat and let your long guy flank the guys on A. So that's very simple. And now I want to add something which I think it's kind of unique to Dust2. Dust2 in my opinion is T-sided, but the reason why Dust2 is T-sided is much different than yeah, like on other maps, at least in my opinion, because like let's compare it to an Inferno. On Inferno, it's C-decided because you have these little choke points you need to go through, like mid, apps, and B on yeah, on the B side, upper banana, and you kind of have the same on Dust2. So you have this choke point right here, this choke point right here, this choke point right here, and this choke point right here. So this is a C-decided shot, or a C-decided area, C-decided area, C-decided area, C-decided area. So why Dust2 now is T-sided? Well, in my opinion, it's for like different reasons. First, this map is very open. Once you get caught off guard like by bad rotations or bad rotation timings, there's nowhere to hide. You can't fall back, and there are just very little positions where you can fall back to. And it's not like they have to check a million angles like on short on Inferno. So when they know you fell back to the A side, there are just a few positions where you can be in, and this can get really hard for the CT when he had bad rotation timings, and maybe he gets the wrong call, so mid to B, and he's starting to rotate, and then it's A, and yeah, it's very hard to hide then. Secondly, this map is very open, especially the A side, and it's very easy to get flanked, and it's very hard to isolate a site. Like for example, when you're playing on this whole area between here and here, you can't just isolate the short side, you know, and ignore long. You can do it like this, but like the other way, just trying to ignore short, but it's very hard because this is like a super shitty position. And this is really difficult as a CT to hold then when you don't have control. of like short or long. And another thing is that you can get baited so hard, because look like this, when you're sitting here as a T, they have to call you're almost on A, but like a few seconds later you can already be here, you know? And the rotation timings as a T are very short. And another thing is this cat mechanic. I think this area here is makes this map super hard as a CT. Because imagine you're playing mid to B and you have one guy here. This cat flank is so fucking strong because you just can't wait. You can do different things. You can just wait for them to rotate and then just flank them. That's something you can do. Or you can just try to hold them on A, you know? Just flash them, just jiggle peeking, just like trying to bait them into a fight, but like not committing to the fight, just to try to hold them on the A side, so your teammates on the mid and the B have an easier time taking the site. So I think this is the reason, or that are the reasons why this map is so T-sided, and or like not so, it's not heavily T-sided, but in my opinion it's T-sided, like a 9-6 score or 8-7. And it's not about, or not because you have like favorable duels that you can take. This is not a favorable T duel. This is not favored for the T's. As I said, all these positions. So this changes how you need to play, in my opinion. And this is something that I've like noticed in Faceit, for example. Like I just had a game with like Masters and Diamond people, and they had no fucking clue on how to play T-side. And they're just running around and trying to force the aim duels, but yeah, they just forced like aim duels like this, which is very hard to do. And for example, when you have a CT sitting on these positionals like here with an ARP, I see it so many times that people try to fight him from here, and they're just waiting in this area here and fight him and fight him and fight him. And this is perfectly for a CT. He can take a shot, relax, take a shot, and relax after every single shot. When you decide to go A, you need to put pressure on this guy. You can maybe smoke CT, drop here, and then just flank him from this side and have your long guy flanking the people that are like watching CT. So this map, in my opinion, is a lot about pushing pressure on the CT side, forcing rotations, and then make quick decisions. Yeah, so I think that's that's it for this video. I just wanted to make a quick video about T-side on Dust2. It's not too in-depth. I could do a video more in-depth where I especially talk about the third part, how you should execute. And it's not that what I just said. It's not about, or just for a team game. You can do this in PUC. Like this is just basic understanding how the map works, how the different parts in the round are on Dust2 are. And for me, they are like part 1, making sure that you don't get pushed or get entry killed by an ARP. Just holding your positions. Just make a default. Part 2. Do a fake execute or something that baits the enemy into thinking that you're running a certain thing, and then just try to bait out information on their setup, and then just third execute based on the informations that you got from doing part 2. So that's about it for this video. If you want a video, especially for the third part, so how you should execute when you got the information. Let me know that. And yeah, that's for the video. See you guys next time. Bye.